Motorhead Garage, presented by Topcoat, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. Top Lift Pros, live outside the box with Top Lift Pros. And by Topcoat, advanced coating solutions through innovation and technology.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Topcoat. Now this is an LS motor. A lot of folks are using these to drop into their old street rod to upgrade them, maybe for a new build, because they give you consistent power, reliable power, and pretty inexpensively. And another great thing about them is they're pretty simple to install and maintain, except sometimes when it comes to wiring. And that is a whole different ball of wax. And Matt, that is where you with LS Harness Connection come in. How do you make things simpler for folks using an LS engine?
I provide a drop-in solution for their wiring. I end up going from a full OEM harness and make something that's standalone, and I do that with all new wire.
All new wire. So this isn't, I'm not sending you my wiring harness that I've had for years and years and years.
No, sir. So all of the harnesses that I build, everything that comes out from LS Harness Connection is actually all new. New wire, new terminals, new connectors, everything's new. And I do that because I want to be able to provide a warranty for what I'm sending out to my customers.
So you can be sure that every inch of that wire is working the way it's supposed to work.
Yes, sir. I got started with reworks and I did a couple, and I had a few instances where some wire was broken or corroded midway, and that takes a lot of time to troubleshoot. So in order to provide something that will work long term, I ended up just going with a new wire.
You take all the question marks out of it. I like that.
Yes, sir.
And this is what you start with. This is what the harness looks like before you get it wrapped, which brings us to one of the wraps you offer. This is sort of the OEM look. Tell me about this.
So this is just going to be my corrugated split loom. It comes standard with all of the harnesses. It provides great abrasion protection for the wiring. It's larger than the wire. It keeps it safe. My one issue with it is that it's unsealed. So, you know, if you're doing a lot of off-roading, or if you're going to be using this harness for an extended period of time, some dirt and debris could get down in this wire bundle, and eventually over time it will degrade the wire jacket, causing to shorts and arcing. So what I like to do is pair the corrugated split loom with my harness tape, and what that does is it actually seals the split loom, and it allows prevention for ingress of dirt and debris, water, oil. A great thing about the harness tape also is that it's heat, abrasion, and chemical resistant. So if you're filling your oil or your power steering fluid, you don't have to worry about spilling any of that on the harness. It's not going to ingress into the harness. It's not going to damage your wire. And if you have it close to your headers or any other heat source, it's resistant up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So it provides great all-around protection, and it looks great.
Another look that's really cool is this braided loom that you've used on this harness. It's a really popular look. That's also an upgrade that you offer, right?
Yes, sir. So the braided loom is a great solution. It does make any engine bay pop, looks great. It's real lightweight and flexible. That is one big benefit over the corrugated split loom, is it's so lightweight and flexible. This is kind of bulky. It is hard to route through the engine bay. But this is, like I said, it's lightweight, flexible. The only downside to it that a lot of people don't ever think about is you've got millions of small holes all over the harness. So, you know, if this was
same problem as this.
Same issue with this. You know, you still end up with ingress of dirt, debris. If you do a lot of off-roading, I do some harnesses for Jeeps. So if you get debris down in that wire bundle, over time it will degrade that, and like I said, it will lead to arcing and shorting of the harness. So a lot of times what I do is I'll actually cover the harness with a harness tape first. That way it provides the same heat, abrasion, and chemical protection of the standard harness tape, but it also gives it the clean look of the braided loom laid over top. So it does a full protection of the harness, gives it a great look, and it's easy to route.
You don't hear a lot of people mention that, and I think that's a really, really cool way to solve a lot of problems down the road.
Thank you.
And sort of in a similar fashion here, we're looking at the fuse blocks that you offer. This is the standard one. It's open, and then why would somebody want this one?
So the standard fuse block, it's open, and they do route inside of the engine, but if you live in moist climates or if you're doing a lot of off-road, also catered toward the Jeep crowd or any sort of off-road vehicle, you know, this does allow stuff to get in the actual terminal space, which can cause some sort of electric interference. I moved to this Eaton fuse block because it is fully sealed. It is IP67 rated, so it's the highest rating for ingress protection. And then on the back side of it, once it's all completely built up, all of the terminal spaces are either filled with a cavity plug or with a terminal seal. So it provides ingress protection from both sides to make sure that nothing ends up corroding your terminals. That way you get full protection of your harness.
I love the way you've sealed it up. That means you can use this anywhere.
Yes, the beauty of the LS is that you can install it in anything. I've done several harnesses for airboats, regular water boats. So if there's something that you want to put it in, it can be done.
That's great. Where's all the wire made? Where's everything?
It's all made in the USA. It's all handcrafted. I build everything by hand, so definitely something that you can trust.
Well, that's great. You can definitely trust this guy because when he's not doing this, he's working on $80 million jets for the military. Yes. Pretty cool stuff. You can get a custom tune. You can also get a great wiring harness. Go to lsharnessconnection.com. We will be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by Topcoat right after this.